Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are talking all about a new product. This is the Morphe Filter Effect Foundation. I'm going to be doing a first impression and review for you guys. I love filming foundation reviews, putting it to the test, seeing what it's all about. Before we get started, if you guys are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, I'll have it right here. Come give your girl a follow and let's get right on into the new foundation. Alrighty, so before we get into the claims and all the details on this foundation, this is what the packaging looks like. Love it. Again, this is called the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. It is super sleek, super luxe looking. I love the frosted glass packaging. Also at Ulta, the display that these are in, Makeup Shayla is the face of it, and she looks stunning like always. So we're gonna get into the claims. I'm on the site right now. It is an oil-free, skincare infused foundation. We love that. There's some skincare benefits. It also has 40 shades in the range. It is suitable for all skin types. It is supposed to be sweat-proof, transfer proof, and lasts up to 12 hours. It's supposed to give your skin like that filtered effect. There's also pore blurring pigments to diffuse the look of any imperfections, which to me that sounds absolutely incredible. It's supposed to be a natural buildable coverage. It's a long wearing formula that's designed to blur and diffuse the look of any imperfections while deeply hydrating and nourishing the skin. To me that sounds incredible. It is also crafted in Italy, which that's amazing. As far as skincare benefits that's in this foundation, there's gonna be vitamin E, which I love that right off the bat. There's also gonna be hyaluronic acid, which is gonna help hydrate the skin, give it that nice plump feel. And there's also glycerin in here as well, which is gonna help the moisture of the skin as well. So love the fact that there's skincare in here. And like I said, it's gonna retail for $20. So I'm gonna have all additional information in the description box in case I missed any. I also got the brush that they recommended to try it out with. This is the Morphe E63 brush. Kind of excited. Feels really soft. Just gonna take a little bit of my e.l.f. primer just into the T-zone by my pores. So I'm gonna do one side with the brush and one side with the beauty blender. They also came out with a sponge as well. I'll pop a picture in right here. I did not pick that up. It's more of like a microfiber sponge. So it's basically just like your preference on how you like to apply your foundation. Start off by pumping this on my hand. This is shade Filter Light 8. This is a light medium shade with golden undertones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dot this all over the skin. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, ooh, it's actually really soft texture. It feels really soft. Oh, almost like velvety, smooth. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the brush. Ooh, it feels so soft right away. I mean, I barely blended anything, but it just feels super soft and velvety. I think it oxidized a tiny bit. I'm gonna zoom you in a little. So that's the brush. I wouldn't say it's technically full coverage yet. I do definitely feel like it is more of a medium coverage, and I feel like it dried already, but not complete matte or anything. You still see a little bit of a luminous look to my skin, which is pretty. Doesn't feel like it's like weighing my skin down or anything. It really just feels like nothing is there. And honestly, that did blur right there. I had a little bit of imperfections right there and it's pretty much gone. So I am gonna do the other side with the sponge right now and see how I like the sponge. I feel like it, again, is just personal preference on how you like to apply it. It's not really recommended with either or, so I think you just get away with both of them. I feel like this sponge is gonna give more of a dewy look. So yeah, I feel like it is a little bit dewier with the sponge, but I think you do get more coverage with the brush so far. There is no scent at all, which is amazing. And it does feel like pretty nice on my skin. I did go ahead and pick blemishes over here yesterday, which I should not have. But yeah, they're a little bit more like visible than usual. So let me just go ahead and add a little bit more to this with the sponge. So this side of my skin appears a little bit more dewy-like, a little bit more of like a natural glow, kind of like a second layer of skin kind of deal. And then this side I feel like looks a little bit more matte, even though it's not a matte finish. It's a little bit less dewy on this side and a little bit more full coverage-esque as opposed to this side. I feel like this is a little bit less coverage, but a little bit more dewy. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more on this sponge now. I do like the brush. I feel like you could still get the job done with a sponge, but let me add a little bit more with the brush to see and build it up. It does say it's a buildable coverage and it's supposed to be light to medium, so we'll see. I don't want to add too much. You can totally tell though, it's like masking all the imperfections and definitely looking like filter-like, which is kind of incredible. So building on top of it with the brush, I think looks a little better. And a little bit more like full coverage. I honestly really like the way that it feels, and I can totally see what they're saying where it like blurs any type of like imperfection and like pores. Like it looks like it's kind of like a smoothing filter on my skin. Sounds crazy, but it's so true. I do really like the finish of it. It feels really good in my skin, looks really good, really healthy and like second layer skin, yet you have that medium coverage, which is really nice. Barely can see my pores, which is crazy. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera. Of course, I will share with you guys later on all the details. All right guys, so I'm back now with full makeup on. And as I was doing this with my everyday products that I love to use, you guys, I had to keep stopping and like looking at my pores and my skin. I can't get over how good it actually blurred my skin. Like I'm not just saying that, I'm not just hyping it up. I cannot get over how it literally took the whole area where my pores are, my smile lines, it like blurred it completely. Like it meets up to its claims so well so far. I'm blown away by that. I think it's like a beautiful satiny kind of finish. It worked so well with my products that I used. I went ahead and used my Laura Mercier bronzer, a little bit of Wet n Wild blush, a little bit of what highlighter? Maybelline Molten Gold highlighter, and what else? Oh, my e.l.f. cream contour and my Maybelline setting powder, the Fit Me powder. Obsessed. Like I think it looks so good, and I do have some blemishes happening right now, so that's awesome to know that it is actually covering the blemishes. It feels like nice and airy on my skin. I don't know how else to explain it. So I wouldn't say you 100% need this brush. I do like the way it is designed and the way that it does feel. It feels very much like airbrushed as you're applying it, and it builds up to a nice medium full coverage look. So the brush is nice. I wouldn't say you 100% need it, but I do like the way that it was blending. I'm loving it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get on with the day. I'll of course come back on later and share with you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so far it is a 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna get on with the day, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm back a little bit later, and honestly, my skin looks so good. I'm so pleased with how it's holding up. Yes, I do have a little bit of the smile lines still kind of popping through, but I think that looks fine. Like, it's nothing crazy unbearable or like overwhelming. Like, it doesn't make me feel like, oh my God, I have to keep on using powder to set it or something. Like, I don't mind it. It looks good on my skin, feels good on my skin, glides on the skin so beautifully, feels ultra smooth, and the texture of it, I don't know, it has like a really nice like finish. Like the way it feels just feels like butter on the skin, and it looks incredible. So I do have a mask to kind of see if it's transfer proof like they say. Pat. A little bit. It does transfer just a little bit. It's not completely transfer proof. I know this isn't worn like out and stuff for like a long amount of time, but I felt like it would be transferable. I know they say it's not transferable, but it doesn't feel like matte enough for it to not be. You can feel a little bit of budge. Like my skin doesn't feel like it's like matte. So I don't know. It's not 100% transfer proof. I kind of already figured that, but it definitely is not transferring into the mask like a crazy amount. My whole face is not in here, which is great. So yes, this is only a little bit of time. If I have time later on, I will come back on camera and share with you guys the final result of the skin. But if I don't, I will pop it down in the description. So definitely check there. But that's all I have to really say on this foundation. Honestly, it's holding up so well. It looks very healthy and glowy, yet that natural finish, which is definitely something that I look for. So would I say you absolutely need this product? No, you don't need this product, but it definitely is a great product to try. Want an overall smoothed effect, then you would really love this product because it really does meet up to what it says that it does. And I like believed it when I read it and saw it, but I didn't think it was gonna look this good, you know? So definitely love it and meets up to the claims. So definitely check for the update if I'm not back on camera, but I believe that's all right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.